Chromebook Upcycling Part 2, Installing and Maintaining the Operating System. Now that you have your Chromebook booting to coreboot/cbios, the White Rabbit, what's next? You will have to install a lightweight Linux distribution due to RAM and storage constraints. First, you will need to download the ISO. For demonstration purposes, I'm using mint-xfce. Next, I find an unused USB drive that is at least 8 GB in size. Insert the drive and run a program that will expand the ISO into the drive, making it bootable. Just copying the file over will not work. I am using USB image writer on Linux, but understand that most people will be using Windows. Although DiskPart, which is built into Windows, can create a bootable USB drive, doing so requires some technical prowess. Rufus and Etcher are two popular ISO burners that you can use. The machine that I am installing mint-xfce on has only 4 GB of RAM and 16 GB eMMC of storage. There will not be much space to work with, so we will be stripping software down later in the video. Without further ado, Linux Mint installation. If it is on, press or hold the power key to turn the Chromebook off. Any computer that lacks an operating system will get stuck while booting because there is nothing for the BIOS to start after posting. This is normal. That being said, pressing enter or any other key will not work. Your operating system is contained within the USB dongle, so you must insert it before posting. When the White Rabbit appears, press escape and choose the USB dongle from the boot menu, not the boot manager. Once chosen, the Grand Unified Bootloader will appear and the Chromebook should boot to a complete Linux Mint desktop. This will take some time. Open the installation utility. This will also take some time. Click through the installation process. Connect the wireless using the password for your network. Use default partitioning. Create a username and password as desired. Finally, reboot the Chromebook, removing the USB dongle when prompted. The following advice is specific to Linux Mint 22 XFCE, but the process is similar to other Linux distributions. Uncheck the welcome screen where it says Show this dialog at startup. Connect the Chromebook to your network if it is not already connected using the network icon at the lower right of the screen. Start Disk Usage Analyzer from the menu. Note the amount of storage space already in use by the operating system at 9.3 gigabytes. This is more than half of the total storage. Remove programs that you do not need. Using sudo superuser-do apt advanced packaging technology remove, I am deleting 303 megabytes or 0.3 gigabytes of extraneous software from this Chromebook. Your choice of programs to remove may vary, but don't go overboard. Another way to check your storage space is to use the df -h command. Look for the entry ending with a /. Update the operating system and reboot. This can be done graphically or at a terminal. Click the Update Manager as the shield in the lower right-hand corner and follow the instructions. At this point, I would like to note that portions of this video were filmed on a Chromebook, while others were filmed in a virtual machine. The purpose was to increase resolution so you could read along. Alternatively, from a terminal, run sudo apt update, sudo apt get -y upgrade, followed by sudo init 6. Note that the storage space went up by a gigabyte after updating. We will have to clean this up. Reboot the Chromebook. Once installed, the downloads that were used to update your operating system are no longer needed. They end in a .deb extension and are located in /var/cache/apt/archives. Use the rm command to remove them. Sudo rm/var/cache/apt/archives *, that's a wildcard, .deb. Most Linux distributions keep older kernels installed in the event that an updated kernel fails or causes a regression. We cannot afford the space, however. To preserve space, you will need to remove old kernels using the Update Manager or manually as demonstrated. At the terminal, the uname command is used to reveal the current kernel, in this case 6.8.0-55. Any kernel below that number can safely be removed. To search for older kernels, use the debian package command with the list option. Pipe the output through the search tool grep twice, once for the lowercase letters II and once for the word Linux to review all of the matching packages. Note that we found a kernel numbered 6.8.0-51, which is not current. Use the sudo apt remove with the older number surrounded by asterisks, meaning wildcards, to remove the old kernel. Note the savings as our storage is only using 8.1 gigabytes. This process can also be accomplished graphically. To keep everything updated in the Update Manager, select Edit Preferences, then click the Automation tab. The sudo apt auto remove and sudo apt auto clean commands are also helpful. The default browser with Mint 22 is Firefox. Remove the shortcuts and Pocket from Firefox. There are a few downloads that we are going to need. Download the USB home directory script and save it in the Downloads folder. We will use it in a few minutes. For the sake of space and security, add the open source uBlock Origin and Privacy Badger plugins to Firefox. USB Home is a program that I wrote which turns an external drive into your home directory. I'm using a small form factor 250 gigabyte Samsung dongle as they have proven to be reliable in the past. Note the drive in the upper left corner of the screen. Follow the directions and be sure to keep your USB dongle inserted at every boot. Please review my source code to confirm that there is nothing malicious in it. My philosophy is, why trust when you can verify? There are a few issues related to sound and video playback that will be found in the text below. Some Chromebooks will work fine, while others require workarounds. That's all, and I hope that you get many useful years out of your upcycled Chromebooks.